Hello champs, welcome to all of you on my Pyara Sa channel Coding from Mumbai. In this video, I am talking about a new topic on my channel. I am talking about new topic on my channel. I am going to create a new playlist in this channel. That is what? That is JavaScript Basics to Advance. Okay. So first of all I am blessed to create a playlist for teaching you the concept of JavaScript. Question is why I am going to create a JavaScript playlist on my channel. So first answer is the first reason is JavaScript is too much popular language in this era. I am talking about in 2023. Why JavaScript is too much popular? From when JavaScript is a new version is come into the I think in 2015, whenever ES6R comes, from that to till now, each and every day the scope and the popularity of a JavaScript language is increased day by day. This is the first reason. Second reason, which is a very important reason, JavaScript is not only used for creating a web application for front end with the help of HTML CSS, but also you are able to use the JavaScript language for back-end development. Means we are able to create a full stack application by using JavaScript language only. Okay, this is the reason. Means by using a single language, we are able to create a full stack development application or a project. Front end as well as back end, we are able to write our program by using a JavaScript language. Yeah, it may be use some different libraries or frameworks for creating program in back end and as well as for front end, but JavaScript language is used for front end as well as back end. So these are the two reasons why I am going to create a new playlist on my channel for JavaScript. Okay, now in this playlist it may be a 40 or 45 video I want to upload, in which I want to talk about from basics to advanced. All important topics of the JavaScript are covered in this particular playlist. Okay, if you have any doubt in any video, please comment in on my channel or please comment on each and every video. I am able to respond to that. Okay, so this is the first video about JavaScript language playlist. In this video, I am talking about the topic of a JavaScript, which is a very important topic and very confusing or very popular topic. That is let keyword, const keyword as well as the var keyword. Many people did not know about these three keywords, so don't worry. After starting the lecture, you are able to understand what is the meaning of these three keywords. Okay, so in this video, I am talking about what is the meaning of let keyword, what is the meaning of var, and what is the meaning of const keyword, and differences among all these three. So we have to understand these three keywords in this particular video. So let's start the video and enjoy the playlist. Hello. Now let's start the video. So first I just want to tell you what is the topic I want to cover in this particular video. So first point is about what is the meaning of variables. Second point, ways of creating variables in JavaScript language. And third point is differences between the let keyword, const keyword as well as the var keyword. Okay, so we have to understand very well. So these 3 points I want to cover in this particular video, and this is the first video about JavaScript language. Okay, so now I'm just open our browser here. Okay, in browser I'm using the Replit website. Replit is a very best way for doing the coding or teaching the coding. Okay, this is the best platform for creating our program. In this platform I'm just simply creating a Node.js project for doing the coding for JavaScript. Question is why I'm going to use the Node.js for creating the project or creating a program of JavaScript. First of all, I'm not using the HTML file, then CSS file, then JavaScript file, and that particular JavaScript file add on the HTML file by using a script tag. I'm not going to do that. This is be done when JavaScript is not working in backend. But from when JavaScript is used for backend development, so from that moment of time, Node.js comes into the picture. Means Node.js is nothing but a framework of a JavaScript. This Node.js is a framework which is not running on the browser. Node.js is a framework which is running on the backend development or a system or a server. Means at a server, the JavaScript is running, that is the Node.js. Node.js is a framework that is running on the server. So I'm simply using this Node.js for teaching you the JavaScript basics and advanced topic also. Okay, in this file I'm simply creating a index.js file and some other file that is hello.raw file where I'm writing some important points. Okay, now before talking about that, I am simple creating this file. Now if I want to tell you one thing, that is how this looks like. So this is index.js file where I'm writing our code, This is a run button where if I'm just print control, if you are able to see when I'm hover on the button, it same a suggestion that is control plus enter. If I'm control plus enter press, automatically this program is going to be run. Output is comes into here, that is on the console, and this it also provided a cell. Okay, now I'm using the console, so you are able to see your result of your code will appear by using the run button on the project. Now this is all information. Now I'm talking about what? I'm talking about first topic, that is the what is the meaning of variables. So let's start the first. Here please comes here, and I want to take it like this, index.js file. First of all, we have to understand what is the meaning of variable. So I'm simple writing here like var name is equal to Akash and save the file. Okay, second thing, I want to print. In C++ language we have to use printf method or println method for printing some important points. In Java language we have to use system.out.println for printing. Okay, but in JavaScript we are using console.log for printing the output at a console. If I'm close it window, so you are able to see there is a console. If I want to print any variable or any output on console, so we have to write console.log, then name of the variable. Simple. And save the program and run the code. Okay, so this is the first program of our channel about JavaScript. I'm simply creating a variable by using this var keyword. Then name is a variable name, and this is a value I want to put into the particular name variable. And after that, I want to just printing the value by using console.log function. And here on console, after running the code, this is the output. That is the name of our name variable. Okay. So question is, what is the meaning of variable? Understand? So we have to understand very well. Now, variable is nothing but a name of a location into the memory. In simple terms, variable is nothing but a name of a location into the memory. For example, in this example, you are able to see Akash is what? This is a string in which I am writing Akash is a value that I am putting into the name variable. Name is nothing but a variable. First of all, we have to understand name is a variable which take this particular value. And I'm telling you one thing, that is a what? Definition of variable means variable is a name of location into the memory. Means this particular name variable does not contain any value. This is a name of what? This is a name of a memory location. Means variable is a name of a location, or name of a location into the memory, which is used to store the data. Understand? This is a simple definition of a variable. Variable is nothing but a name of a location into the memory which is used for storing the data. If I want to store some data into the memory, so for storing the data we are using some name for particular location. That name is known as a variable. For understanding the concept, in this example, okay, in this example, name is a name of variable, and this particular value is known as a value that I contain by this name variable. How it work into the memory, let's talk about that. So I'm simple creating new file, that is the, I'm just simple writing here one.draw file. Okay, so let's talk about how memory look like. So I'm simple writing here, let's assume this is our memory. Okay, this is our whole memory. I'm writing here memory. Okay, I just want to increase the font and font family like simple. Okay, this is a memory, this is a whole block of memory, where now let's assume this is the simple place. Okay, and the name of this particular place is what? This is nothing but a name of a variable, which is I'm writing here name. Understand? And one thing I want to take you, that is, okay, so what is the meaning of variable? We have to understand by this particular what? By using this particular diagram. This is a whole memory which contain many blocks, and one block, this particular one space, is known as a location, are that are contained by the memory. Whatever value I'm writing here in this example, if you are able to see in this example, I'm simply writing here Akash is a value that are contained by this particular name variable. Okay, So here name is nothing but what? Name is a variable. What is variable? Variable is the name of a location into the memory. Means this particular block, the name of this particular location of a block is a name. Means this particular small box, name of the box is what? Name, which is here. And what is the whatever value we want to put into here? So I'm just that are contained by this particular block. So Akash is stored here. You're able to see how this particular variable, if I want to copy paste here, okay. So I am simple creating this variable here. Var is the name is equal to Akash. So in memory, how it looks like. Understand? So you are able to understand how these things are looks like. You are able to understand. Means Akash is a value that are contained by the block into the memory, and this value is the name of the location, name of the small location where this particular variable value is stored. Akash is stored. Is name as a name. Understand? For example, I want to create another variable here, like var student is equal to Shubham, okay, and semicolon. You are able to see how I'm writing here. Okay, I'm creating simple another variable that is name as a student, and that contain a value string type that is Shubham. So how it is stored into memory? So same here. In memory, it looks like this, okay. And the location of name of location what? What is the name of location? This second location or a second block, that is student. Understand? We have to understand very basic way. Student. Yes, the name of the second block is known as a student, and this block contain the value. Which value? The value that I am putting into the variable, that is Shubham. Okay, so you are able to see, understand how these things are working. What is the working of a memory? What is the working of variable? How variable are stored into the memory? So when I'm writing the name or a student, this is the name of a variable. This is a variable name of a student, which is the name of a location into the memory. So now you are able to understand the definition, meaning of the definition. I mean the meaning of the definition says variable is a name of a location into the memory. Understand? Variable is a name of location into the memory which is used to store the data. Means in this particular name variable, I am storing the data Akash. In name variable, this particular name variable, I am storing the data Akash. In student variable, in this particular student variable, this is a student variable in which I am putting the data that is Shubham as a string. So this is the how functionality of a particular block or particular variable are working. Understand? So I think you are understand the basic definition or a basic meaning of variable in terms of in context of programming language. Okay, so let's jump on our one note here. So first point I am able to cover, I am over explain about what is the meaning of variable, not by theory but also in a diagrammatic way, how variables are stored into the memory. Second way is ways of creating variables in our JavaScript language. So let's talk about that. Okay, and simple open our this file. I want to removing all these things and one dot raw. I'm not doing anything here like what. Now here I'm simple writing some line of code. I want to clear the console now. Okay, here I'm simple writing some types of creating the first of all topics is what ways of creating the variable. Means what is the way of creating the variable into JavaScript language? So there are several ways for creating the variable. So first way is that I'm earlier writing it is by using var keyword. I'm simple writing the student is equal to Ankit. Second way by using let keyword by like roll number is equal to 45. Third way by using const keyword, const age or class, not class, course is equal to like BCA. Then directly without any using any keyword we are able to create a variable that is, guess what, like address. Simple writing Delhi NCR. Okay, you are able to see I am writing 4 lines of code into the this particular JavaScript file. First line that contain the I am creating a student variable by using var keyword which store the data of student, that is Ankit. Then I am creating a second variable by using let keyword roll number that contain the value 45. third line that contain the that is I'm creating a variable by using const keyword, and this which contains a string value. And fourth variable of that is address. I'm not using any keyword for creating this particular address variable. This is very important. In last line, I'm not using any type of keyword for creating the variable into the this file that is address and storing the data. And if I want to print all the information, so I'm simple writing console.log. Okay, and here I'm writing student and then roll number, then course, then address. I want to run the program and see the output here. If you are not able to understand what is this, so I'm simple comment it out and I want to print it into the different line. So console.log, then student, then console.log roll number, console.log course, then console.log address. Okay, there is an option for putting the semicolon in the ends of the string instruction. There is not any forcefully. Okay, and run the program. You are able to see output. First variable is Ankit, then 45, then BC, then Delhi NCR. Means all the variable that are contain the value are printed without any error. Means in JavaScript there are 4 ways for creating the variables in JavaScript. Now talking about one by one all these things. Now I am just putting it like this, and I'm not going to I just want to comment on it and how it's working. In this particular console, if I want to print all the data at the same time, simple, I'm just using the square bracket. In this square bracket, I am putting all the variable separated by the comma. If I want to run the program, so you are able to see it prints the data into the square bracket separated by the comma. All the value means this student variable contain the Ankit value, then it prints Ankit first. This roll number variable contain the 45 value, then it print the 45 second, then as well as in for the third and fourth. Okay, so how we are able to print all the data into same line by using this particular square bracket and putting the variable name separated by the comma. Now I want to talk about these 4 ways. First of all, I'm talking about the last way, that is this, creating a variable without using any keyword. What is the meaning of keyword? Keyword is nothing but a predefined data type, means for keyword, let keyword, and const keyword. These are the predefined data type which I'm using for creating the variables. And this particular way of creating variable without using any type of keyword is not a good way. This is a bad practice for creating a variable in JavaScript language. We have to understand. This is a very bad practice for creating a variable without using any data type, any keyword for for creating the variable. Okay, but how it works? In earlier JavaScript language, when JavaScript are designed at that moment of time, we are able to do that. We are able to create a variable without using any type of keywords. Okay, but when modern JavaScript comes, means ES6 in 2015, when modern JavaScript comes, then they are providing a command by using this line of code. We are able to avoid this. Means if I'm writing use strict, okay, let's see. I'm simply writing the use strict here by using this line of use strict. If I want to create any variable without using any keyword, so we are not able to do that. Means this is a bad practice. We know that. Okay, we know that this is a bad practice for creating the variable. Okay, so for avoiding this, modern JavaScript provide this particular line. Means in string we have to write use strict. By using this line, we are able to avoid, means when I'm writing this particular line, so people cannot able to create any variable without any keyword. Okay, if I'm running the code, you are able to see this is a huge amount of error comes. You are able to see here in line number 8 in index.js file, address is equal to Delhi NCR. In this particular line, error occurred. Address is not defined at object anonymous, means we are not able to create a variable without using any keywords. Okay, means without using any keyword, we are not able to create a variable when I'm using this particular line. That is what? That is use strict. When I'm using use strict, so we are not able to create a variable without using any type of keywords. Okay, so for this particular bad practice, solution is simple writing here use strict. That is provided by the JavaScript, modern JavaScript language, that is ES6. So this is a bad practice. Okay, I'm just want to comment it out. Now sorry, I'm talking about this particular first way. that is var keyword. By using var keyword, we are able to create a variable that is student and Ankit that contain the variable name. And this variable, student variable, we are able to do that. Okay, means by using var keyword, and this very important point, this var keyword are is the oldest keyword in JavaScript language. Means this particular these two, let and const, are comes into the ES6. Means in ES6, means in 2015 JavaScript, in modern JavaScript, these two keywords are comes into picture. But before then, before these two, this var keyword is only used for creating a variable into JavaScript language. So this var keyword is what? This var keyword is the oldest way of creating a variable. This var keyword is the oldest keyword in JavaScript language. By using this var keyword, we are able to create a variable and store data into this particular variable. Now, I just want to comment it both the things. And second thing, if I want to store var a is equal to 45, we are able to do that. Var b is equal to true, we are able to do that. Means in this variable, I'm not providing the type of data. Means in this student, the data is string type. In this a variable, data is integer type. In this particular variable, data is boolean type, true or false. Understand? But I'm not writing the type of data. I'm simply using the var keyword. Compiler automatically understand what are the types of data that are stored by this particular variable. Okay, I'm just removing this. So this is information about the var keyword. Now I'm talking about the const keyword as well as the let keyword. Let keywords are comes into picture whenever there a problem are occurred in a var keyword. Means when I'm creating a variable by using var keyword, so there is too many problems that are faces by the developer or a coder when modern JavaScript is not introduced. Understand? When modern JavaScript is not introduced at that moment of time, this particular var keyword is too much amount of problems. So for solving that problems in modern JavaScript, these two keywords are comes. That is the let keyword and const keyword. By using this let keyword, we are able to solve that problem. What is the problem? After about problem, I'm talking about later. Second thing is, that is what? That is the const keyword. You know that const looks like a constant. Understand? Variable means what? Variable means we are able to change the value of that particular variable. Variable means changeable. If I want to change the value, for example, if I want to change the value, roll number is equal to 46, so I am able to do that. There is no error. Okay, there is not any error I am getting after changing the value. If I want to change the value of course, which is the const type, okay, you are now see the output. Assignment to a constant variable, type error, means I'm not able to assign any new value. I'm not able to update. I'm not able to what? I'm not able to change the value of the constant variable. So course is a constant variable. So when if I want to create any variable as a constant variable, so people cannot able to update or change the value of constant. For that time, we have to use the const keyword. Understand? So by using const keyword, we are able to create a variable of constant type. So people cannot able to change the value of this particular const keyword. Understand? I think your doubt means this is the first point about the how we are able to create a variable, means the number of way of creating variable. First point. Second point is why this particular way of creating a variable without using any keyword is bad practice. So for that solution, we are using the use strict command or use strict syntax that is provided by the modern JavaScript. And what are the problems are faces provided by the var keyword? I'm talking about later, and then const keyword as well as the let keyword. Okay, so basic information about these three keywords are, I think, you're clear till now. Now I'm talking about the another point. It is the last point. What are the differences between the let keyword, var keyword, and const keyword? Means what is the reason let and const keyword are comes into the picture in modern JavaScript that are not able to solve by the var keyword? Means var keyword is the oldest keyword that provide too many problems. Feel? Then what is the solution of the var keyword? So let and const are the solution. So let's talk about that. Okay. Now talking about the differences between the let and const. So I'm simple writing here difference among let, const, and var. Okay. So in this file, I'm just writing 4 points here. That is differences between the let keyword, var keyword, and the const keyword. Okay. So let's see one by one. I'm simple read the first line. That is the first differences. That is what? Var declaration are globally scoped or functional scoped, while let and const are the blocked scoped. Now. I again want to read. Var declaration is the globally scope or let's say a functional scope, but let keyword and the const keyword is the blocked scope. So before understanding the concept of this blocked scope and the global scope, we have to understand what is the meaning of scope in programming language. Okay, so first point says that is let and const is block scope, but var is what? Global scope. Okay, you are able to see I'm writing here. So this is first point difference. First difference, let keyword and const keyword is a block scope and var keyword is a global scope. Now I'm just want to talk about this first point. What is the meaning of block scope? Before scope, I just want to talk about the meaning of scope. In our language, meaning of scope is like a popularity. How many people known to you? That is the popularity. Okay, like Prime Minister PM Modi is known by everyone. Means in the whole world, each and everyone know the Prime Minister PM Modi. So PM Modi, the scope of PM Modi is what? Global scope. Understand? I'm not talking about that too much. Means global scope is nothing but a popularity of any variable in whole program, in whole file. Means if I'm creating any variable like name is equal to Aman, so in this file, in each and every section, I'm able to use this particular file, this particular variable. Means this particular name variable, the scope or the popularity of this particular name variable are global. Means in whole file, each and everyone know this particular name variable. But let and const keyword is a block scope. Block scope means in a small space or in small villages or in small cities. Let's say any simple person in any country is not known by everyone on the whole world. Means in a simple person in a simple country or any other country is not known by everyone. So that particular the scope of or the popularity of that particular simple person is what? That is a block scope. Means in their neighborhood only known by the particular simple person. Means a variable that the popularity of a variable is into a small space. That is the block scope. If I'm creating any variable, like I'm creating any block here, and then let a is equal to like coding from Mumbai. Okay, what is the error here? I have to use like a small l. Now if I want to create any another block and in which I want to print the value, console.log a, what is the output I just want to see? What I'm doing here, I'm simple creating a block which contain a variable that is created by using a let keyword that contain a string, and I'm creating another block by using curly bracket. If you want to create any block, so you have to use curly bracket. It may be a function, it may be a if condition or else condition, it may be a simple block without any working. Okay, so I'm creating two blocks. First block contain a variable which is created by using a let keyword. Second block is in second block I just want to check this particular a variable which is created by let keyword is known by another block or not. Okay, so I just want to run the program. Now see the output. There is an error, console.log.a reference a is not defined. Means the popularity of a variable is not known by the another block. If I want to print the data of this particular variable into this block, in the same block, if I want to print, so it is print very well. Okay, you're able to see coding from Mumbai, it first comes, means it this output of this particular line comes, but in another block there is an error. In index JavaScript and line number 12 there is error. Means this particular block, this is another block, so this particular block say I'm not know bro any type of a variable a. Means the popularity of a variable a is only into the block in which they are declared. The popularity of a variable a in which only they where the variable is declared. In the same block, in this particular block only the a variable is known. This is known as a this concept or this known concept is called as a block scope. If I'm simple creating a const, so same output is I am able to see. Means if I'm simple creating a const keyword and in another block I just want to print the value of that. Same error, a is not defined. Means I am not able to use a because let and const, both the keyword that are comes into modern JavaScript is known as a block scope. Means the popularity of this particular variable is only into the scope or in only into the block in which they are declared. But what happened when I'm creating this var? Okay, so you are able to understand. So the const and let keyword has a block scope and this particular var variable is a global scope. Understand? For example, I'm simple creating a variable like name, not a name, like a college is equal to Shubh. Okay, and in this block I just want to print the value of a college. Okay, I just want to print that sub is comes, means the scope or the popularity of this particular college variable is into the whole file. In this particular whole file, JavaScript file, the college variable is known by each and every one. Why? Because the scope of the var variable is global scope. So this is the first concept of scope. What is the meaning of scope and how let keyword and const keyword and var keyword are work. So let and const is a block scope, and what, and the second one, that is var keyword, is a global scope. Now I just want to talk about the another point. Okay, for that I want to do like this, and then open a hello.draw file. So now let's talk about the second point, that is what, that is a simple writing here. You are able to see var variable can be updated and re-declared within its scope. Let variables can be updated but not re-declared. Const variables can neither be updated or nor re-declared. What is the meaning of this? I'm just want to talk about here. Means when I'm talking about var keyword, var. So var keyword, we are able to redeclare that particular var variable keyword, a variable that are declared by using var keyword. We are able to redeclare, as well as we are able to update the value of that particular variable into the same scope. Understand? Let's take example for that. For example, I'm just writing name is equal to Akash Mishra. Okay, I'm just want to print the value name. Now see the output. It is Akash Mishra. What is the meaning of redeclare? Means I'm simple writing here var name is equal to Shubham Mishra. You're able to see. If I want to remove all the output, select history, and let's see the new output. Shubham Mishra means if I am creating a variable by using a var keyword, so we are able to redeclare that particular variable. This is the first point. Understand? It's the first point that I'm saying here. Var variable can be updated and redeclared within its scope. And these are drawbacks. This is a drawback of var variable. Why var variable is not used till in this era? What is the drawbacks of var variables? Means we are able to redeclare that particular variable within its same scope. Understand? This is talking about redeclaration. If I want to, if I want to update the value, so simple, I'm writing name is equal to Shubh, and let's see the output. We are able to update that value. Understand? If I want to update by using name keyword, simple, so I'm just writing the new value, so we are able to update the value of a name variable. Means we are able to update the value of a name variable as well as a variable which is created by the using var keyword, as well as we are able to redeclare a variable which is created by using a var keyword. But this is a problem. But why this is a problem? Let's talk about that. Now here, simple, I just want creating a variable var college name is equal to Oxford College. Okay, simple. Let's assume in this example, this is a project that are running into a company. Okay, and a program are written by anyone, that is like, let's assume college name and the Oxford blah blah blah, and there is a one new employee are hired into this particular function, into the particular project. Understand? I'm simple writing here console. What is this? Oh my god, console.log, then college name. Okay, you are able to see the output. What is this? I have to open the console. Why I'm removing the console, I didn't know. So I'm simple writing here, I'm searching for console. Okay, and I just want to removing the cell and running the program. See the output, Oxford College. Okay, so I'm simple creating a variable that is a college name that contain a value, and this is the output. Let's assume this is a project that are created by any organization, and this particular organization hire a new employee for adding some new feature in this particular project. Let's assume that particular that particular new employee are working on the, let's assume, new feature. Okay, understand what is the meaning of this? Means the new employee is only come to the coding part, and they are simple creating a function that contain the new feature or extra feature that organization want to include into the project. So that particular employee did not know all the coding, all the variable name, all these information, whatever contained by the file or the project. This particular new employee simple create comes and they are creating a function or any block in which they are writing our code. Anything they are writing simple. But problem is they did not know anything about project. They did not know any college name variable is earlier created. They did not know. Okay. In function, in new feature functionality, the new employee comes and they simple uh, creating any function. Let's assume they are simple writing like if two, if true, then console. I'm simple writing some random code. Okay, console.log I am true, like this. But what happened? Understand what happened? We have to understand very well. This new employee comes and they want to create a variable. They are just writing a variable name like college name by using or keyword. They want to create a new variable, so simple they are writing college name is equal to like Saket College. Okay, what is this? Means the coder or a new employee that are working on the new functionality of a particular project, they did not know anything about the remaining project or remaining feature of the project. They simply comes and start our coding into the new functionality or adding some new feature without using any function. They are simple creating a block and they are writing our new feature into the particular block. Understand? Now they did not know that particular college name variable is already declared. They did not know. Okay, if they want to print console and they are simply creating a variable of a like college name, and then after doing all the coding part or adding a new functionality, they are simply go to the close the file and they are just saying to the manager of company, yes, I am able to complete our task. Means I'm simple comes into a program and adding the new feature into a block, and then I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. Now if I want to console.log college name and let's see the output. There is an error. What is error? I do not know. What is the error? College name is not defined. Why? Home dot college name. I am doing any mistake here. Yes, I am doing mistake like name of variable. I just want to remove all the history of the console, then running the code. Let's see the output. Now you have to understand. Means the old value that are contained by a variable are loose. Means this college variable that are declared by any other developer into the project are contain a value that is Oxford College, but a new employee comes into the project and they are writing their own code into some block and they are declare a variable. They did not know that particular variable is already declared. Understand? Means this particular they did not know that this variable is already declared. So they are simply what? They are simply creating a variable that is college name and they are just assigning a new value whatever they want and they go. But problem is they are simply creating a variable into this their own block. We know that var variable is a global scope. Whatever changes done by into a small box, these changes are contained by the whole file, whole project. So this college name variable is updated here. This is the reason why Saket College output comes outside the block. Outside the block, I just want to print the value of a college block, college name. The new value is comes. So old value that are contained by the college name variable is going to be loose. This is the first drawback of using var keyword in our project. Means we are able to redeclare a variable within the same scope. We are able to redeclare a variable within a same scope. So this is the problem that are provided by the var keyword. Means within the same scope. If I may open this, you're able to see the message var variables can be updated and redeclared within its scope. Means we know that the scope of a var variable in whole global. So we are able to update or redeclare and simple redeclare the variable, but the declaration part I'm doing just on whole the information are going to be updated. So this is a problem. Problem is not for creating a variable within the same name. Problem is occurred when this particular developer they did not know, yes, this particular variable are already declared or already contains some important information. So this is the problem. That are drawbacks of a that is drawbacks of var keyword. So solution comes from let's keyword. So let keyword simple I'm just simply creating a variable like let, and this I'm also creating like let. Now what happened? Let keyword I'm creating, you know that the scope of let keyword and const keyword is a block scope. So let call is name that contain a value, then in a block developer comes and they are just creating our program, and then they are creating a variable by using let keyword, and then they are gone. Okay, now run the program and see the output. Output here is, you are able to see first output is college name, that is Oxford College, which is very good. In block they are simple creating a variable that contain a value, that is Saket College. Outside the block the value is not going to be changed, that is the Oxford College. The value of this particular college name is remains same. Okay, the value of this particular college name variable remains same after ending of the particular block that are created by any other new employee. So we are not able to, we are not losing our the older data. Understand, we are not losing any our old data. This is the first useful use information about the let keyword. Now I'm talking about the second point. Means we are able to understand, we are able to update the var keyword in the same scope, as well as we are able to redeclare var keyword into the same scope. I'm talking about let keyword. Let keyword is what? If I'm simple creating a variable like let name, like school is equal to, or let's assume like student is equal to Akash. Okay, if I want to in the same scope, if I want to again redeclare the variable student is equal to Shubham. Okay, what I'm writing, we are able to redeclare and or update the value of a var keyword variable in the same scope. But when I'm talking about let keyword, let's see what is output when I want to redeclare a variable. Okay, by using let keyword. So let's run the program and see the output. Is an error. Identifier student has already been declared. So this is the benefit of using let keyword. Means the JavaScript all through error that this particular student variable is already created. If let's assume any new person or any other new public or any other new employer comes, okay, let's see the other example. For example, student, I'm creating simple block let student is equal to 45, and another person comes, they are simple writing student is equal to 46. So it so throw an error, that is, bro, this particular variable is already declared, so you are not able to redeclare a variable within the same scope. In the same particular scope, you are not able to redeclare a variable by using let keyword. So this is the first point. If I want update variable, so I am able to do that. Equal to 40, 55, 53. Now dot log a. Let's see the output. Yes, 53 means we are able to update the value of a variable that are created by using a let keyword, but we are not able to redeclare a variable which is created by using a let keyword. Understand? Now I'm talking about the third, that is the const keyword. What is this? Const name is equal to like Siraj. Okay, I want to redeclare a variable name is equal to Bumrah. Okay, let's run the program and see the output. Error. Identifier name is already declared, means we are not able to redeclare a variable that are created by using a const keyword within the same scope. Means in the same scope I want to redeclare a variable, so I am not able to do that. This is the first point. Second point is, if I want to update the value, boom boom. Okay, so let's see, I'm not able to do that. Assignment to a constant variable is not done. Type error. Means if I am creating any variable by using a const keyword, so I'm not able to redeclare that variable within that scope, as well as we are not able to update the value of a const variable in the same scope. Understand? I think you are able to understand the meaning of the second point, that is var variable can be updated and redeclared within its scope. Let variable can be updated but not redeclared. Const variables can be neither be updated or not redeclared. Third point is, they are hosted to the top of their scope, but while var variable are initialized with the undefined, let and const variable are initialized, are not initialized. What is the meaning of this? So let's see. Let's assume what happened. I'm simple creating a variable like var a is equal to, for a is only a. I'm not initialize. I'm simple creating a variable that is a. I want to print the value console.log a, and let's see the output. It is undefined. Means by default the value is contained by a variable a, that is undefined. what happen if I'm creating a variable a by using let keyword and let run the program. Okay, what is this? I just want to run again. This is also say a undefined, and if I want to talk about the const keyword, there is error. Understand? Means missing identity initializer in constant creation declaration. In constant, whenever we are creating any variable by using const keyword, at the same time at the declaration type we have to initialize that variable. Understand? So I am just simple writing here 45. So the error is gone. Question is, if I'm creating any variable, so by using const keyword, so during declaration of a variable we have to initialize that variable in terms of const keyword. But what happened, I'm simple want to console.log value a, which is not declared. I'm simple creating here a var a. Let's run the program. That is undefined, means I want to print a variable a which is not any value, that is undefined. Okay, what happen if I'm writing creating like let a, that is what, there is error. Understand? Means if I want to create, if I want to use any variable before declaration, so by using var keyword we are able to do that, but in let keyword we are not able to do that. Error is cannot access a before initialization, means after initialization only if I'm in, we are able to use. If I'm writing here like 5, so I'm able to use that variable. What is this? Okay, means if I want to use that variable, so before using that I have to what, I have to declare initialize that variable. So there is not any error, I think. Let's see. Yes, if I want to use the variable before declaration by using var keyword, so there is not any error, that is undefined only. So this is the information about the third point. They are all hosted to the top of their scope, but while var variable are initialized with undefined, means if I'm in this example, I'm not I'm initialize the variable a after, I'm not initialize the variable till now. So by default the value contained by a variable is that is undefined. It is writing here var variables are initialized with undefined. Let and const variable are not initialized, means if I'm just writing here like const. Okay, I want to run the program. So they throw the error missing initializer in the const creation, means before creating a variable we have to initialize that variable in terms of let and const keyword. But when I'm talking about the var keyword, so by default it contains the default value that is undefined. Now last point, while var and let can be declared without being initialized, but const must be initialized during declaration, which I'm already done. Means if I want to create a variable like name is name, then console dot log name, so it's through a message that is undefined. If I'm just creating variable name by using let keyword, it also through a method that is undefined, means we are able to use a variable that is created by using a let keyword and the let and var keyword before initialization. If I'm creating a variable by using const keyword and I'm not initialize that variable during declaration, I just want to use that. So let's see the output. Error, missing initialization in the constant declaration, means before using, or before using, not before using, during declaration of a constant variable we have to initialize that particular variable. So I just have to initialize that variable. Again I want to run the program. This is the output. Aman, this is a basic information. Okay, this I think your important point is, these are 4 points you are able to understand. Now I just want to talk about the another example, so you are able to understand the major differences between all these things. So I'm just start the point from the let. Okay, so I'm simply creating a block here. Let a is equal to, like, let's assume like Virat Kohli. Okay, I'm just console dot log a, and here I just again want to print. It's not print. Let's see the output. I'm simply creating a block which contain a variable that is a, which is initialized by a string Virat Kohli. Sorry, Kohli. Okay, and I'm just printing the variable name. Let's run the program and see the output. Virat Kohli. Okay, what happen if I want to print the value of a variable a outside the block? Error, a is not defined, means the scope of particular variable a is only the block scope, means in this particular small box only variable a is popular. Variable a is a block scope. Why? because we are not able to use the particular variable a that are created by using a let keyword outside the block. The scope of a particular variable is only into the block in which they are declared. This is information about let keyword. Understand? So I think your information about all these things are clear, that the differences between the var keyword as well as the let keyword and the const keyword. In major information, let keyword and the const keyword is a block scope, means in the which block I am creating that we are able to use that. But when I talk about var keyword, so we are able to use the var keyword in whole, means in global scope. So in global scope we are able to use the